Hi everyone, this is order of the week, and this week I make a video, and I always say I speak about something that is important to me at the time, and hopefully it's important to other people too. This video is for the week that starts on Monday. Today is Sunday, so I almost missed the time for doing the video for this week. Today is Sunday, 21st of February 2021. Monday will have been 15th of February 2021. And to be honest, as I say, I almost missed the time for doing a video this week. It's not because I haven't have time per se, but because I don't know. I was so last week I make a video that it didn't come very easily. I thought I had it very prepared because I thought I already have the video made, but then reviewing the video, I didn't like it at all. I thought, even though I liked some things, I didn't like the overall of the video, the way I went about on the subject. It was about love, really, because it was a video for St. Valentine. And even though I was quite happy with the what I did on the when I made it, which was a few weeks ago, reviewing, I wasn't happy, having a bit more time to go through the content that I use and the video that I use for making that video. Because I mentioned someone else's video for very good reasons. I mentioned very good reasons because that was the video that helped me to start my own video as well. Or to be able to see how I could go around the subject. Even, it was, as I say before, they were very, very different, very, as different as you can go. So definitely it's not like I was taking ideas from that video, but it did inspire me to do my own understanding, of the concept of love. And definitely very good opinion about the video that I mentioned on my video. Very good opinion on the person that make those videos, that channel. I have a very high opinion about that person. Maybe because in the video that I made, it maybe come across at some time that I do discredit that person's opinion. I didn't like it because in one moment I wanted to discredit anything from that video, from that person either. But it's just maybe the way it came across, because I maybe used the wrong terms or I used the wrong word, and that's why. So I wasn't happy with that. But at the same time, I thought was good things on the video that I didn't want to lose. And one of the things, and for me was the more important, it wasn't anything about to think that my understanding is any better or anything. But for me, I was losing the spontaneity. And I thought for me it was very important. It's always very important, the spontaneity for me in the videos that I do, because I think I don't edit my videos. And as I remake the videos with the content that have been already gone through, I will lose the good side of not being able to edit, which is the spontaneity when it's filmed. So that's the only reason I didn't wanted to remake it again. But I think I tried to adjust that the way it came across the first video, so I make the second part, and hopefully if someone watch it, they watch every part of the video, which at the end I end together, I attached together 4 videos. They are not the first. They don't follow very well, the 4 videos together. However, I think it was better to do that to give the wrong impression by using only 2 of them, which was the original idea. So yeah, it was quite. At the end, it ends. Even though I thought it was going to be a very easy week in terms of making a video, it ended being very complicated. And it was, it was. I think afterwards, after I post the videos, I think in my mind I was still, the videos. It was still on my mind, and I was rethinking how I would have liked to do it differently, how I wish to have an editor in moments like this, or to know how to use an editor, but I don't even have the equipment for having an editor either. And I don't know, for different reasons, it was still on my mind, and I almost forgot that I was missing the time for doing this week video. And then yesterday, I have a quite strange week in terms of my mom. I think had been quite. I don't know how. If there is any term to use to express this, but my mom have been narrow-minded, maybe, which is not a very nice term, but in a sense, having quite narrow, in the sense that I was thinking things, whatever I was thinking, I think I was just simplifying things without even realize. And then a day later or an hour later, realized that I was missing a detail that just my mind went over it, or maybe I didn't know, but then I found out later. It was just maybe to find a detail that I didn't include at the time on the whole thinking process, and then realized that small detail was changing the whole outcome of that thinking. So it was. It's not good. Let's be honest, it's not good. But I need to be kind to myself, because nobody's gonna be. I don't have anyone to be kind to myself, so I have to be kind to myself. I'm thinking, well, maybe I was tired, because I have been very tired. I have been really, really tired. Last week I was absolutely exhausted, and I just spent the 2 days I was off. I was sleeping on and off the whole 2 days, and I was exhausted. So maybe it's that. Maybe the also my sleeping pattern was changing for work reasons. My circadian patterns, obviously, and I think that maybe have affected my whole thinking pattern as well. So I'm gonna be kind to myself and hope that was that happened this week, because it was a change on the my how my days normally are planned, with my routines, and hopefully it's that, if there is something else, well, hopefully not. But yeah, yesterday I was thinking, I didn't even realize, but I missed to make the video for this week. My mom is still on the video from last week and didn't realize. I was thinking that. And then I thought, what I can do? There's nothing I can do now, Maybe to do one later and just change the date on the title and say this for this week, but make it later, obviously. And then this morning I wake up and I don't have any plans apart from just resting. I've been working quite a lot in the last 3 days, and I mean a lot, and not for voluntary decision, but I did end up doing quite a lot of hours, and that was my plan, to finish yesterday, go home and rest for today, and then go back to work tomorrow. And I wasn't planning in video or anything, because as I say, yesterday when I was thinking about the video for this week, I already conclude in a second, when the people say that sometimes your life passes in a second. Well, this week I feel that in a second I have made a initial thought, and then to reach the conclusion in the same second without really assess any other details, or giving enough time to think about details. So at the same time, when I was thinking that, I didn't realize that today is Sunday. Yesterday was obviously when I was thinking that was Saturday night, and I didn't even give a thought that today is Sunday and I am off, so I have the time to do the video. So that's what I'm doing now, and I hope. I know it sounds everything very confusing, but hopefully that's the outcome of the thinking yesterday, Saturday night. I was missing the line for making this week video, but no, I haven't missed it. I'm still on the time to do this week's video, and that's what I'm doing right now as we talk. And then the other thing is, again, in a second, I was just reaching to the conclusions that I didn't really know what the video was going to be about. It was a couple of things that I saw in the papers this week, but nothing that I already developed in my mind just to make a video, or I have seen anything that I related to the videos that I make. But then again, in the same second, I remember that the last 2 days have been this news about riots in Spain, about having an imprisonment of someone that apparently is a singer, is a rapper singer. Can you say rapper singer? I don't know. I'm gonna say rapper singer, because for me it's singing. Rap is a singer, and I sorry if I offend the rappers. People say rapper, they don't say rapper singer. So maybe there is a reason. So I don't know. Should I stay with rapper? Okay, let's stay with rapper. But sings. Rapper that sings. And he had been imprisoned. And apparently, the riot tried to defend tried to protest against this imprisonment of this rapper, because they believe that there's an assault to freedom to speak. And yesterday, I saw that maybe 2 days ago. And then yesterday, it was on the news, and then it was someone talking in the news and they were saying there is two governments in Spain. There is a coalition. There is a coalition of two parties. There's one government, obviously, but there is a coalition of two parties in the same government. And one is socialist, that's the name. Is it? Yeah, I think so. And the other one is called Podemos. And they say that Socialist Party was, how do you say that? Condemning violence that have been apparently happening in these riots. However, Podemos was not condemning the. They say that, but they were not condemning. And when they say that, I thought, yeah, it could happen. But then they literally, that person that was talking about what happened in the riots, like the ambassador of this, or the, how you call, reporter? I don't know, the reporter of this riots, said that Podemos have said that sometimes violence is acceptable. Maybe not. They didn't use the word acceptable. I'm trying to do as little as possible because I think I have the problem with how it was literally expressed. I think was Podemos have said that the violence is justificable. Oh my God, my tongue is making a knot. Justifiable. That's. And I thought, you know what? I really struggle to see that anyone from Podemos will say that literally. That maybe have been the understanding of that person, or maybe, I don't know, I can't see to use those exact words in one sentence. Maybe they use those words in different sentences and this person connected together. I don't know, I just find that very difficult to believe that. Very difficult. Because for a start, Podemos is not the way they operate normally. They normally don't say a few words and that's all. They normally do a full explanation of their thinking and therefore their actions and decisions. So, and honestly, I'm saying this, and people probably will think now, oh, she is a supporter of... no, I'm not. Actually, I'm not. You know, I always say I'm from the left side. I will say that anytime. For good or for bad. I'm not saying this is better, this is worse. In my case, I just believe in left side of politics, and that's what I always say, you know. I'm honest about that. However, I'm supporter of socialists. I've never been a supporter of Podemos. Because I think the way, and I think they have very, 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 very good points, very good intentions. However, I think sometimes, because I find it a bit forcible or a bit radical, I think sometimes for me, I prefer more diplomatic way to go around politics. Diplomatic. Why? For a reason as well. Because I think when you go more diplomatic, but again, making very clear when you stand for, with honesty and transparency, I think diplomacy is very good. Way to go. That's my belief, and I'm sure a lot of people don't agree with that, but I do believe that, because I think diplomacy involves a lot of two-way communication. More radical approach or action maybe miss to allow other people's feedback. So it's not the way I would like to develop in any way, to develop this culture or life, social life. I would prefer, politics to be always a bit more diplomatic in that sense, that allow more two sides communication, definitely. However, I do there is sometimes that I do think they contribute with very good ideas, or more than ideas, they are very good in expose abuse of power, which is something that I'm quite strong about. That I have zero tolerance on abuse of power, and I think they are very good in point that. And I think that if they focus in that, their role will be impeccable. It will be impeccable. However, obviously, because there's a party, they are not only there to propose ideas, but to also execute it, or apply or implement whatever. So that's why I say I'm not a supporter of Podemos. But yeah, I find that difficult. I find very, very difficult that they say those words, because those words are very simplistic and are very that's not the way they operate, and they think either. They normally try to explain their decisions and their thinking. Even maybe they are sometimes they are not helping. They are not helping in the way they are viewed. They try. They definitely try. They maybe sometimes still have to use different understanding altogether of a situation, but I definitely don't think they will use those words, because using those words does not allow any further discussion, and I don't think they want that. I don't think that, because that's what they are good about it. They are good about discussing what was going on and why, and everything is a lot about expressing their opinions. When you use those words, very sententially, like there is some words that you need to be very careful when you use, especially if you use it together in one sentence, because that will just finish any further conversation about that. And they like conversation. So I find that even their leader I would say he is good in something, is definitely in talking. I mean, I don't think there is any politician that I know that is better in talking fast and talking a lot. So I find that difficult, to be honest. And then I've been looking, and then I was thinking, I'm not taking side here, I want to start also as well as saying